Hi everybody. Hi everybody. This is my, I put on my spectacles right here. Oh, there you are. Okay, now I want to show you something today. I've made a video on these like a long time ago. I don't know if it's still there because sometimes my videos like disappear that I made. But some of you may have heard of Dodee Dolls. I first heard of Dodee Dolls from Sonia Septo, and she's in Australia, and she's the first one that I've seen that made these. And this was a couple years ago that I saw her do these Dodee Dolls, and they're just adorable, just adorable. And so, because I'm making these boho bags, um, the boho project bags, I was thinking, I want to have like some kind of a beaded, like a keychain or something to hang on the handle to make it even that much more smashing. And I thought, oh, what can I do? See, I'm going to start making, I was not going to do anything with resin. I seen Stacy doing it. I seen some others doing this resin, and I said, "Ooh, I love that resin, but I am not getting into no resin." That's what I said. I lied. But anyway, I'm not going to get deep into it, but I am going to make paper beads, and I'm going to coat them with resin, and to make them. Then they look glass. I'm not kidding. They look glass. And so I am going to get into that. So I thought, okay, this is what I'll do. I will make, using those paper. I haven't made any yet. I've got the supplies, some of the supplies, but I haven't got the haven't got everything yet. So when I do, then Stacy's going to help me learn how to do these things. And yeah, because I need another project. But anyway, this is one of my Dodee dolls that I made quite some while ago. This is one of my and this one here, like, she's got a funny face. A Dodee doll is about this size, which this size is about, what, let me see. She is just, her body is 5 inches tall. And she just hangs. And a Dodee doll has one string of beads, or one, like a little tail that she has, and she has a face. And then this one I've got decorated with some just a little bit of lace, and then the beads in the top that hang it, and a little flower. That's all that's on her. And then this one here, well, this one here, she kind of caught a disease, um, because I was first going to draw a mouth, but then the little spot got in the wrong place, so I just made spots all over her face. So she's got acne or the measles or something. But see, now I put on her like a little cape. See, and I just wrapped her little cape around, put some little flowers on her, and she hangs with these little beads here, and she's got this little tail right here. Oh, and she's even got a little bottle of magic dust in there. Magic. And I made her with a printed fabric where she's really cute. This one was a solid purple fabric. And then here's another one. And this one I made her, she's like more primitive. And so she's got some flowers on her. I braided some yarn to make her hair. And then she's got a piece of leather lashing down at the bottom with some pony beads on there to make that. And then she's got the little loop up front, up top to hang her. And then there's a flower on the back, there's a flower on the front. And then I just used a handle lace to go around, and I just stitched that on her, or might have glued it, I don't know. This one here, oh man, is she fancy or what? And she's more of a boho kind of lady. And so look at that, her hair, and she's got just beautiful hair, and she's got this beautiful ribbon around her, and then see her beaded little tail. And there I use some real cute little fabrics to build her. And then she's got a piece of a doily on there and a little flower. And she's got beautiful things. And all these faces on here, this one is just drawn on with like a pen or marker. This one here is a little bit embroidered kind of. This one here, she looks mad. Or surprised or mean or something, I don't know. But see, that one's kind of embroidered. And this one here with the measles, she's kind of embroidered too. Well, it's been a while since I've made these. I think they're gorgeous. So what I want to do, this is what I want to, now I'm going to not finish one in a day here, but I just kind of want to show you what I do. Excuse my mess, like this right here. This is my box full of scraps. And I've already sold a couple orders of the scrap packages, so that is good. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, but what I want to do is these little heads, this is my pattern. And for your pattern, all you need is to make the head and the body. And how big is that? Yeah, it's about 5.5 inches. And I just took a piece of cardboard and I folded it in half so it was sort of the same on each side. It's not even exactly the same on each side, but it's close enough. So what I'm going to do is I'll go this way, and I'm going to, and then I'm going to go ahead and trace, because I'm using felt this time. I'm using felt. And this is another slow stitching. This is another slow stitching activity. So while you're sitting quietly in your chair in the evening after a beautiful day with family, then you can set yourself down in the chair and you can you can work on this. So I'm going to I trace that pattern and I'm going to fold it right in two, and I'm going to I'm going to cut it, and now I won't get this all done in one video because it'll take me a while, so I'm going to I don't know if I will just pause it or actually, well, it'll depend on how long I go before I quit. I'm rounding this a little bit more than what that pattern showed, because she's got kind of a flat head in the pattern. And so here I go with just cutting around, but I'm cutting them both at the same time so that they will be the same. So they'll be same, because this is what you need front and back. Okay? Do it this way so that ink don't show. Now what I want to do, now what is best to do is to first don't sew it together yet. You're going to sew it together. You're going to stuff it with cotton balls, or you're going to stuff it with fabrics that are, you know, too little to use. And you're going to stuff it with whatever you have. You might have polyfill. Now because I have these lady faces, this is what I'm using, is these lady faces. And so I am cutting out this one. And I cut her hair off. I gave her a haircut. So see, now she looks like, what's her name? Now, all of a sudden she looks like Mrs. Clinton, because I gave her that haircut. Now that's going to be her face. So that is going to go right there on her face. That is going to be her face. And so I'm just going to take my needle. This needle might be big, but it was already threaded, so And and this is why this is slow stitching. This is slow stitching, um, just like you would slow stitch anything else. But although you're going to end up with a little doll baby here. And so, and they call these Dodee dolls. And if you want to, like I say, the person that I learned it from was Sonia Septo. And I should actually put her, I love watching her. She's such a sweet lady. And she does a lot of slow stitching. And I have watched her quite often. And I'm, ouch, Elizabeth, don't poke yourself in the finger. And I've learned a lot from her. And because she does, yeah, she likes to, she takes her time and she does gorgeous, gorgeous work. And but now I'm doing a blanket stitch all the way around to hold her little face on. If you can see, that's the blanket stitch that I'm going around with pink thread, because pink thread was on my needle already. Okay, now, and when I put the whole thing together, when I stitch the front to the back, I will most likely use a blanket stitch again. In fact, I think I will. Did I on here? Yeah, that's what I did on this one too. I just did a blanket stitch to hold that together. And so, but this is where you can use your own imagination and make your little girls just however you want to make your little girls. And if you put in Dodee Dolls into just your search on YouTube, you'll find quite a few ladies that have done these. They're not quite as popular as some things, but there is quite a few ladies that do these little dolls. And as you see from the ones that I just showed you, they all come up so different and so cute. And so, and I want this one, I do want her to be, I want her to be bohemian. I want her to be a boho Dodee doll. And I think if I make these, and when I make a little tote bag, if I have like one of these little bohemian Dodee dolls to go along with the tote bag with just a little clip or something and it hangs onto the handle, I think that would be just so awesome. And that is what I think I want to do. I want just a little extra. And so, and just a little extra. And I just love color. I love dangly things. I just love things like this. And how fun, you know, how fun they are. You know, I want to make things fun. I want to make things colorful. And that's just what I want. And see, now this is cute. You can make your own faces if you don't have these. But because I have this fabric with the little faces on it, because I have the fabric with the little faces, I wanted to try and make one just with what I had. And because they are, the faces are just adorable. I can't believe I thought this one looks just like Hillary Clinton. Miss Hillary, I'll have to call her Hillary. Once I cut that hair off, I swear she looked like Hillary. That's the first thing that popped in my mind. Miss Hillary. I don't even know if she's still alive. I don't know. I don't keep up with that stuff. And so, there we go. Now I have, her face is completely sewn all the way around. And so she's got a face now, so she's alive. Too late, she can't be aborted because she's got a face. Okay, so let's make a little knot there. And then I think what I want to do here is, I need her to sparkle. Okay, so I'm going to take I'm going to, first I'm going to give her earrings. So I'm going to, I think I'm going to take these little, that color right there. I'm going to take them 2 sequins. Boy, this is what, you know, I haven't sat in my lazy chair in about 3 days because for some reason I have had energy and I don't even know where it came from. I got a lot done in these last couple of days because I've had energy. You know what I think it is? Papa bought me this machine. It's like a machine, and it's like a sort of like a stair stepper, but it's not a stair stepper. It's called a leg exercise, leg exercise, and which it's a electric kind of thing. You just put it on the floor. You put your feet on it while you're sitting, and it keeps your feet moving. And I have been using that now for 2 days, or is it 3? And my goodness, but if that thing, it's supposed to be great for your circulation. And I have this little circulation problem. I had, so my legs feel numb all the time. And I've got problems with that circulation, which they did a little test on my legs to see about the circulation, and they said that I about used up all my circulation, and so and my legs have been just like they're tired all the time. I just well, I use any excuse, you know, to not do stuff, but and so now I have this leg exercise thing, and you just put your feet on the little pedal things, and they really don't act like they're moving all that much, but they are. And so if I sat, like, I've been sitting on my back porch a lot doing coloring, because I've been doing some coloring lately, and I'm trying to put a French knot, and my needle doesn't want to come through. Come on, needle. I'm trying to put a French knot. Come on, go on. Go through. My needle's big. It went through once. Come on. Okay, there we go. Oh, what happened? All that, and I didn't have a knot in it. Well, just wait a minute. I'm going to switch. I did have a knot because it's tied to the needle. Not, oh, I did have a knot in there. Well, if that isn't just a whistling Dixie. Just a second. I'm going to fix this now. I'm going to fix this now. What was I just going to do? Oh, a different needle. A smaller needle. This one. Put that one back up. This one's better. Oh, and I'm going to get this here thread. Because see, when you're doing something boho style, nothing has to match. Just use whatever you have. So I'm using this here. It's kind of like a lightweight crochet cotton. And this here needle is smaller. So let's see. My needle threader's in there by the chair. And Elizabeth Marie. Elizabeth Marie. Put that in there. Get that in there. There we go. There we go. There we go. We got it. Okay, let's see. And I'm going to double this thread just because I want it to have kind of a big French knot. Not a big French knot, but you know, sort of big. To make sure you can at least see it. Okay. Now, did you see that? I'm not having the best of luck here. I don't know where that other one went. It went flying. It went flying. Flying through the moon. Da-da-da-dum. Da-da-da-dum. I think I have to turn this video off and start over. Wompity, wompity, wompity. And then put that back in there. Get us a little French knot to hold that sequin on there. Where did that get lost? No. Am I having the same trouble? Somebody needs to speak harshly to me. Oh, there we go. Now, how'd that get all wrapped around her little body? Okay, but anyhow, you can catch, I hope you're catching my drift. See there? Now, that is on there. She's got her one earring. I mean, I'm piercing her ears too at the same time, so. Well, then I have a knot. I don't know how to get that loop there, but that's okay. It's going to be on the inside, and who's going to ever even see it? Now, so now I'm going to, that other sequin just went kaputski gone. Okay, well, no problem. I got some more. It's probably down on the floor with all the rest of this stuff. A lot of my storage is organized on the floor. What color did I have? This one. Okay. I'll get this one. There we go. Now we've got another one. Okay. And so now I'm going to go for her second earring. I had to pierce her ear. And put her second earring in there. Miss Hillary, there's your second earring. Oh, what am I doing? I don't want a knot. I want to make a French knot. I guess it wouldn't matter if I just made a knot, but I'm making a French knot. And I do 3 swaps around and then back in for my French knot. Hold on to that thread. Oh, I see it went through on that one without any cussing. Well, I didn't do any cussing on the other one either, but hey, it's all good. And so whatever you have, you know, whatever you have is what you will decorate your little Dodee doll with. See, now I've got her face on there and her earrings. So that is just beautiful. And let's see if I, and when I stitch these together now, I'm going to stitch them together. Let's see. Yes, dear? Okay, Papa. Papa's giving me, he's playing charades again. I love you too, sweetie. So I have got some really pretty, oh, there's a candy cane. Some really pretty, oh, this one's even got, oh, this one's already even got a little, lobster clasp on it. And here's some that are put together already in doubles. So pretty, so pretty, so pretty. This one's got like a little feather on the bottom. That would be pretty too. And this one's like a little bigger. These are all pretty. There is none prettier than the other. Oh, that's a button. So anyhow, oh, that's pretty. They're all pretty. But anyhow, so I think what you can do, if you are going to want some buttons, if you're going to want some buttons on her, now is where you would put the buttons. Let me see. See, I didn't have all of this planned ahead of time. Here's, I got some stuff. What? Look, see? Now see here. Look, I have these 2 blue flower buttons. And that's pretty. Those are pretty right there. And I might want them on there. So I think, so I will put those on already. And I will see if this needle will go through there. Now, I won't put it out. You see, I think I'm going to put some, like a ruffled lace around her neck. So I'll make sure my buttons are not on her throat. Because that would not be very comfortable for her. Would it, Hillary? Come on. Oh, God. Ooh. Okay, so. And then to put that on there, all I need is just that one thread, because it's the heavy thread, and I put it in from the front, pulled it out at the front, and then I'm just going to tie it in a knot. tie it in a knot, and let's do a square knot to make sure it doesn't come unknotted. Okay. And then we'll clip that thread. There's one button, and I want for her, well, do I want to, no, I'm only going to put one because I think I'm going to end up putting lace or fabric skirt. Yes, I am. I'm going to put a fabric skirt on her. So I think the next thing I want to do is to go ahead and stitch around the entire thing. And I'm going to blanket stitch. And then I'm going to use polyfill, or I'm actually not going to use polyfill. I'm going to use, let me see, where should I go with this? I should start here so I have that side. Okay. I'm going to use my scraps. I collect up my scraps. I just don't throw nothing away. Poor Papa. He says, "Are you keeping this?" "Yeah, I want to keep that." "You keeping it?" "Yeah, I'm keeping that too." "What are you going to do with it?" "I don't know, I'm just keeping it." Okay, so I'm going to go all the way around. And again, I'm going to use a blanket stitch. And I'm going to just sew her together with this blanket stitch. That's one of the stitches I did learn in this slow stitching thing. And usually I just go with whatever. And so, and this is kind of fun. This here's thread right here is red and black. So it goes from, you know, from one color to the next. What time is it? Oh, it's already 26 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to, I think I'm going to go ahead and let this be a short video, and then I'm going to work on her a little bit and get her stuffed, and I'll finish up her binding, and I'm going to get her stuffed, and then I'm going to come back with another video probably today. And let's put Hillary right there, and because I want to show you something too I got in the mail. There wasn't a name on this. Isn't she pretty already? Okay, let me put her over there. This was my, oh gosh, is this going to be her hair? This here came, I know who it come from, even though there was no name on the thing, because Roberta says, "I just got some of the cutest little mushroom fabric, and I wonder if you would like to have a piece." And I said, "Oh my gosh, yes, I would love to have a piece of mushroom fabric." I don't think I've ever had any fabric with mushrooms on it, and it's so cute. And so, but look at now what she tied it with. Now, I may want her to have this color hair. And if I stitch that all the way around, oh yeah, we're cooking. That's going to be her hair. Okay, now, but there's something in here. Something's inside. Oh, look at the monkey. Look at the little orange monkey. My little Dodee doll might be carrying a monkey. Oh, look at it. Oh, my word. Now, when I was talking about going around her with lace, look at this. Now, this here, she has taken this and she has made this lace. She has pleated it. Now, if I were to take this and go all the way around her with the lace like this, and that would be her little dress, that will be adorable. And then with her orange hair, oh, good night, nice. Now pulled my thread out. Look, put that there. This is pretty. Look, she sent me about a yard. This is pretty. Now, see, you wouldn't think about putting them two colors together, and then look at them. They're beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Roberta. This is great. There's a little heart. See, like this little heart now. This heart, well, I won't put it on this one because it would be covered up with that lace, because I want to use the lace. But see, if you have something like a little fabric heart and you want to stitch that to the front, do that before you sew her together. But that's another idea. And here she stamped on muslin. I love stamping on muslin. Look at and the little bluebirds. And here is a beautiful piece of fabric. Oh, I love this. This is going to go in my scrap that box for my yeah, it is. Put it right there. And then look here, she made a card, which now this morning for a little while I was working on my chapter book. I have a chapter journal I'm making, and each chapter has a different I'm using an old 3-ring binder, and each chapter has a different topic. Like sewing is one, and flowers is another topic, farming is another topic. So each topic has its own chapter. Oh, and there's another one. Look how pretty is that. And I can even add more if I wanted to stick some um, sequins on here, or if I want to ink around the edges. That's beautiful. Oh, and then look at this. She's got a whole bunch of them started for me. See there? Perfect. And look, scraps of paper, scraps of lace, out of a magazine, scrap of paper. You know, this is, I love seeing the stuff like this that is made just, everything is, oh, and here's another. Everything is recycled, reused. And we did not have to, she did not have to go to the store. She might have originally bought some of this paper, of course, from the store, but, oh, and look at this one. See there? And just pieces. You don't have to cut them a certain shape or anything. And look how pretty is that. She stitched together the two pieces. That one's, I think, all of them, she zigzag stitched them together. Two pieces of paper, and she stitched them together with a zigzag on her sewing machine. And that is amazing. And then here's one here. And this one here you can use in either direction. That's pretty lace on there. And again, stitched together with the zigzag. Thank you for those. Those are going to go in there, and I'm going to put them right in my book, so in one of the pockets, so I know that that's where they're going to be used. Oh, did you send me some of this before, Roberta? I had some of this, and I think you sent me some of this before, but I've used it all, and I really kind of was careful as I used it, because I just didn't want to use it all up, because it's gingham. I love anything gingham, and now it's like people don't use gingham so much like they used to use a lot of gingham back in the day, and they don't use it that much today, and so I haven't found much gingham. But look at this. This is a very fine little bitty yellow and white gingham, and it's only about 1/4 of an inch ribbon, and it is so soft. That is pretty. And then here, oh, this one here, she did the same way. She pleated the fabric, and then, but it's got a piece of white fabric right down the center that's pleated along with the blue, and then she stitched it with the pink thread. And that is pretty. That will go beautiful on a slow stitch. Something. And look at this. Look at this fabric. Ooh, that's pretty. If it was a little bit bigger, I'd make me a negligee. Not really. My negligees are to the floor. My negligees are to... Oh, and she did this one with the gathering. Yeah, flannel nightgowns. That's my negligees. And she did this too with the ruffle. See that? How pretty you can do just with a ruffle. That is pretty. Now, see, that also would be pretty to go around a little Dodee doll and fluff her up. That would be so pretty. And then here's some more. Oh, there's some more that she gathered. And this looks like, this lace looks familiar. It looks familiar. Like I've seen it before. It's like deja vu. But she pleated it, and I wonder if she used the gathering. I've got a gathering foot. I wonder if that's what she used on there. That is cool. And brown. And even though I love colors, brown is amazing. You take brown and you put anything up against brown. Like I've got this little piece of rickrack here I want to put on something. But look at if you put that little piece of green rickrack down that brown lace, how pretty that looks. Okay, and then here is a cluster. Oh, it's a knotted cluster. I am loving these knotted clusters. First one I seen doing a knotted cluster was Tracy Turner. And oh my gosh, and look. Look at that, how pretty. Can you see that? Okay, and then here is some pretty twisted like rope that can go on a oh, there's 3 pieces here that can go on a project bag. Oh, and look at this heart. Oh, is that pretty? It's quilted on both sides. It is quilted on both sides and completely finished. You know what? If you were to take this heart, and put it on the back, well, I'd have to make a little bit smaller of a Dodee doll. But to put it on the back, and it's like wings. And then you could still put it even on this size, because she's not going to be this wide once she's stuffed, because she's going to be more rounded. But making a heart like that could be angel wings on the back. So much you can do with that. And then here is the mushroom fabric plus a few extra goodies, sending positive vibes to your body to heal quickly. Take care. Love, Robin. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And yes, it'll heal. The only problem is my nose. It's no big deal. And so, but it'll heal. And look at that pretty purple. And here is another. Oh, spirit, the vital principle in humans, animating the body or mediating between body and soul is your spirit. Isn't that pretty? That's beautiful too, right there. And then, of course, the fabric. This is what she said she was going to send me. Was this, and she said a 10 by 10. She was going to send me a 10 by 10. She actually sent me about a 20 by 20. This is beautiful. This is beautiful mushroom. Isn't that cute? That is really cute. I could make a Dodee doll out of a mushroom fabric. That is really pretty. Thank you for this fabric. And so I'm going to work on my Dodee doll. And then, because they've already went 38 minutes. And so I'm going to work on her. And I'm going to come back in a little while with part 2. So after you see this one, then you will see another one. See how quickly I mess up my desk? And it's not my fault. See, as you see, this one here is Robbie's fault. Robbie's fault that this mess is here. Thank goodness I have somebody to blame it on. Okay, now that's it. I'm going to call it a day. I wonder what I did with my one book that I love to read from. I don't know what I did with it. I have got to organize this room. I throw things. I take stuff like this and I just go over there and I just threw that over there. See this piece of tape? I took it off of that and stuck it on. Now I'll stick it on my tripod. Okay, now I'm going to, let me see, health. Okay, we're going to talk about, are these all health? Health. My mind, body, and spirit are a healthy team. Okay, we need to talk about health. Because, see, this nose of mine, it's going to be fixed in the next couple of weeks. That's it. This is what happens if you stick your nose out in the sunshine when it shouldn't be there. And always wear a hat with a shade. Don't stick your nose up in the sunshine, all up in that sunshine. No, because this is called basal cell cancer, carcinoma or something. And it don't heal anymore. It just, no. Been there for a while. But I'm gonna. They done went and did a biopsy on it, and so we're waiting for those results. I didn't hear from them this week, so I will hear from them next week because they said it'd be like 2 weeks, and then we'll see if they have to chop my whole nose off. Will you still look at me if I have no nose? And now we're going to talk about this health thing. My mind and body and spirit are a healthy team. Good health is having no fatigue, having a good appetite. I have a good appetite. Going to sleep and awakening easily, having good memory. Oh. Having good humor. I got that. Having precision in thought and action, and being honest, humble, and grateful, loving. How healthy are you? I can say that I believe I'm honest, I believe I'm humble, and I am grateful, and I love everybody. Okay, my mind and body and spirit are a healthy team. The body is always talking to you. What do you do when you get a message from your body, such as a little ache or pain? Usually you run to the medicine cabinet or the drugstore and take a pill. In effect, you are saying to the body, shut up, I don't want to hear you. Don't talk to me. That is not loving the body. When you get the first ache or pain or the slightest thing seems to go wrong, sit down. Close your eyes and very quietly ask yourself, what is it I need to know? Listen a few minutes for the answer. It may be as simple as get some sleep, or it may be stronger. If you want your body to work well for you on the long term, then you need to be part of the body, mind, and spirit healing team. And that's not saying, though, that sometimes you don't need, sometimes you do need to go get a little peel, and sometimes you do need to go see your doctor to find out exactly what is going on with this body. But first, try just rest a minute. Just rest. Just take care of yourself. So many people work so hard. They just work so hard and constantly going, constantly I have to be here, and then I got to be there, and then I got to be over there, and then I got to be back here, and then I have to bring him over there, and then her over there, and then pick her up there, and then go to the grocery store, and then they end up with nothing for themselves. And so you always have to make sure to take time for yourself. You won't heal if you don't take time for yourself. And so that's what you need to do. Now I have spoken. Got it? Okay, I've spoken. Okay, I ask God to watch over you every step you take, every move you make, and get you started making a Dodee doll. They're just fun. They're just fun. Use them as a keychain. You can use them as anything, or just collect them. Now, this guy's face, she looks a little angry. I don't know why, but she does. But now, of course, Hillary here, she looks fine. She's going to be beautiful when she's done. Hillary needs a little bit, she needs a little bit of boho in her anyway, so this will make her bohemian? I can't say, I don't even know how to say bohemian. Okay. God bless you all. May He watch over you every step. Did I already say that? Let Him watch over you every step you take, every move you make, and I will see you on the next video. God bless. God, where is my mouse? Oh, there it is. My mouse gets covered up very quickly. Okay.